Hello darlings, I'm so glad you're here with me today, because we're about to embark on a journey that's close to my heart, and I suspect to yours as well. Whether you're a seasoned explorer or someone who dreams of distant places from the comfort of your home, there's something magical about the idea of a world without borders. Isn't it remarkable how we all long to see what's just beyond the horizon? That sense of wonder, that curiosity about what lies ahead, is something that unites us as humans. It's not just about ticking destinations off a list, it's about the stories we collect, the people we meet, and the memories we create along the way. The thrill of new places, new faces, and the promise of discovery unites us all. No matter where we come from, we share that spark of excitement when we step into the unknown. It's in the laughter echoing through a crowded market, the shared smiles with strangers, and the friendships that blossom in the most unexpected corners of the world. This shared dream of a world without borders is beautiful but fragile. It's a vision built on hope, trust, and the belief that we are all connected, no matter the lines drawn on a map. Yet, it's also a dream that can be shattered in an instant, reminding us how precious and delicate our freedom to explore truly is. When conflict erupts, the world feels smaller, our dreams of exploration replaced by anxiety and uncertainty. Suddenly, the open skies seem less inviting and the excitement of travel is overshadowed by worry. We find ourselves checking news updates instead of flight times, and the sense of adventure gives way to concern for our safety and the safety of those we love. I've seen firsthand how political tensions can cast a shadow over ordinary lives. One moment you're sharing laughter, the next you're rushing to leave. The joy of a trip can turn into a scramble to find the next flight out, and heartfelt goodbyes become tinged with fear and uncertainty. These moments remind us that travel is not just about places, but about people and the emotions that tie us together. The joy of travel is often intertwined with the sorrow of conflict, shaping our journeys and our understanding of the world. Every trip becomes a tapestry of emotions: hope, excitement, fear, and resilience. We learn not only about new cultures, but also about the strength of the human spirit in the face of adversity. Today, as we face the aftermath of the Iran-Israel conflict, it's more important than ever to talk about how these events reshape not just politics, but the very spirit of travel. Borders that once felt invisible can suddenly become insurmountable, and the world we thought was open to us can feel closed off. But even in these moments, our longing to connect, to understand, and to explore remains undiminished. Let's explore what this means for all of us. Together, we'll look at how our shared dream of a borderless world can survive and even thrive in times of uncertainty. Because in the end, it's our hope, our resilience, and our willingness to keep dreaming that will carry us forward, no matter what challenges we face. To understand today's crisis, we must look back. Iran and Israel were once partners, but the 1979 Iranian Revolution changed everything, turning allies into adversaries. Their rivalry has played out through proxy forces, with Iran supporting groups in Lebanon and Syria, and Israel striking back to disrupt these networks. This shadow war simmered for years, until this July it exploded into a direct 12-day conflict. Israel's operation targeted Iran's Revolutionary Guard, and the world watched in fear as missiles flew. The US eventually brokered a ceasefire, but the damage, physical and emotional, was done. The fighting has stopped, but fear and mistrust linger, leaving a volatile landscape for everyone, especially travelers. This fresh wound now shapes how we move through the world. Where there's conflict, superpowers are never far behind. The US has long backed Israel, providing military aid and, in this crisis, direct intervention and mediation. Russia, distracted by Ukraine, maintains influence in Syria but plays a limited role here. China, despite strong economic ties to Iran, found itself sidelined. Money alone couldn't buy influence in a shooting war. These global players add layers of complexity and risk, turning regional crises into global concerns. For travelers, this means the ground can shift overnight, with decisions made far away affecting your safety. The Middle East remains a chessboard, and we're all, in some way, pieces in the game. It's a sobering reality for anyone hoping to explore the region. The aftershocks of the conflict ripple outwards, and nowhere are they more visible than at the world's borders and airports. Security is not just tighter, it's omnipresent, woven into every step of the journey. The hum of anxiety is palpable, as travelers shuffle through metal detectors and passport checks watched closely by alert eyes. Endless queues snake through terminals, stretching patience thin. Intense questioning has become routine, with travelers recounting their plans and histories in detail. Armed guards, once a rare sight, now patrol with a visible presence, their watchful gaze a constant reminder of the world's new reality. For many, the excitement of travel has been replaced by a sense of caution. Travel advisories and embassy alerts flash across screens, turning what should be a simple holiday into a complex risk assessment. Families and solo adventurers alike weigh the risks, often hesitating before clicking book now. The impact is stark on the ground. Once bustling tourist attractions now stand eerily empty. Souvenir shops shutter their doors and hotel lobbies in cities like Jerusalem and Tel Aviv echo with silence. Israel has seen a 15% drop in visitors, a blow that ripples through every layer of the local economy, leaving business owners and workers in limbo. In response, the travel industry is scrambling to adapt. Agencies now market secure travel packages, promising extra layers of protection and peace of mind. Some even promote peace tourism, inviting visitors to witness resilience and hope in the face of adversity. But convincing travelers to return is an uphill battle, and uncertainty lingers. The atmosphere in transit has shifted. Whispers of conflict drift through waiting areas, and nervous glances are exchanged between strangers. There's a sense of constant vigilance, as if everyone is quietly scanning for the next sign of trouble. The carefree spirit of adventure has been replaced by a collective caution. Spontaneity has given way to meticulous planning. Travelers now pore over itineraries, double-check safety protocols, and pack with careful organization. The joy of discovery is tinged with a sense of fragility, as every decision is weighed against the backdrop of uncertainty. Each journey is a reminder of how precious and precarious peace truly is. The simple act of crossing a border or boarding a plane now carries a weight it never did before, making every moment of connection and exploration feel more significant. Yet, despite the challenges, the spirit of travel endures. Travelers move forward with determination, carrying both hope and caution in equal measure. The world has changed, and so has the way we explore it, but the desire to discover, to connect, and to understand remains as strong as ever. Let's see how this plays out on the ground, where the realities of geopolitics are felt most by ordinary people. In this region, borders are more than just lines on a map. They're gateways, barriers, and sometimes lifelines for millions. Every flight, every checkpoint, and every closed or open border tells a story about the shifting fortunes of nations and the people who call them home. Israel, now seen as a regional superpower, balances pride with quieter streets and struggling tourism. Once bustling markets and vibrant city centers have grown subdued as international visitors hesitate and local businesses feel the pinch. The country's technological and military strength is clear, but the human cost is visible in shuttered shops and empty plazas. For many Israelis, the sense of security comes at the price of isolation from the wider world. Iran, more isolated than ever, is now a no-go zone for most travelers. Its wonders out of reach, its people cut off. The echoes of ancient empires linger in empty ruins and silent museums, while families and businesses grapple with the consequences of closed borders and international sanctions. For Iranians, daily life is marked by uncertainty, and the hope of reconnecting with the world feels distant. Turkey, meanwhile, has seized the moment, filling the regional power vacuum and emerging as a new gateway for travelers. Its airports are alive with activity, and its cities buzz with a renewed sense of purpose. Tourists from around the globe flock to Istanbul's bazaars and the shores of the Bosphorus, drawn by the promise of adventure and opportunity. Turkey's unique position, bridging east and west, has never been more apparent. This shifting balance creates a new, unpredictable map for explorers. The familiar routes are changing, and travelers must adapt to a landscape where yesterday's open road may be today's closed gate. For those willing to navigate these changes, the rewards can be great, but so are the risks. Israel focuses on security and alliances, strengthening its borders and forging new partnerships. Iran reels in isolation, its roads empty and its people yearning for connection. Turkey rises in influence, its cities vibrant and its flag a symbol of new possibilities. Each nation charts its own course, but all are shaped by the tides of change. For travelers, these changes mean new barriers and new opportunities. Some doors close but others open, offering the chance to discover places and cultures that were once overlooked. The journey may be more complicated, but it's also more rewarding for those willing to embrace the unknown. The fortunes of these nations remind us how quickly the world can change. what was once familiar can become foreign overnight, and new possibilities can emerge from the most unexpected places. The Middle East story is one of resilience, adaptation, and hope. Conflict closes some doors, but sometimes opens unexpected new ones. For those willing to look beyond the headlines, the region offers lessons in perseverance and the enduring human spirit, a reminder that even in times of uncertainty, the journey continues. Geopolitics becomes personal when it disrupts our travel dreams. Sarah and Tom from Manchester saved for years to visit Israel and Jordan. Then, war broke out, and their plans vanished overnight. A Canadian student's Silk Road adventure in Turkey turned into anxiety and postponement. An Iranian family in London hoping to reunite with loved ones in Tehran found their journey impossible. These aren't just cancelled trips, they're lost connections, missed moments, and broken dreams. Travel is about people, not just places. When conflict erupts, it builds walls between families and postpones dreams. Every cancelled flight is a small tragedy in the larger drama of global politics. The human cost is measured in these stories of loss. So, how do we keep exploring in a world like this? First, stay informed. Don't just skim headlines, check official travel advice, and register with your embassy. Be flexible, plans may change, borders may close, so build in extra time and have backup options. Invest in comprehensive travel insurance that covers political unrest and medical evacuation. Read the fine print. Trust your instincts. If something feels unsafe, it probably is. Don't take unnecessary risks for a photo or a story. Respect local cultures and the anxieties of those living through crisis. A humble, observant traveler is always safest. With preparation and sensitivity, we can still explore, even in challenging times. The world is still out there, waiting. Despite the headlines, I refuse to lose hope. Humanity's desire for connection and understanding is stronger than any conflict. I dream of a day when travel advisories are lifted and borders open in welcome, not fear. Every open-hearted journey builds bridges of peace, however small. These bridges are the foundation for a better world. Let's hold on to hope, believe in travel's power to heal, and look forward to a new dawn. The spirit of adventure endures, even in dark times. We've journeyed through difficult territory today, but don't turn away. Your voice and choices matter. Compassion and curiosity can make a difference. Keep the conversation alive. Share these stories and your own. We're all travelers on this small, beautiful planet. When we feel that shared humanity, there is only us. By standing together, we can find our way back to calmer seas. Let's nurture a community of care and keep the spirit of travel alive. Will you join me in believing in the goodness of people and the beauty of our world?